time to move. Before I can move, just need to demist. It's not that bad actually today. It was pretty cold in the van, but I've got new quilts, new duvets. I've got 4 duvets. I've got 2 summer duvets, which are both in one duvet cover, and I've got a couple of like 15 tog. They're both in duvet covers as well. I sleep on one of them, and then I've got another big duvet that goes over the top of all of that. It's too hot now, but it won't be soon. If I crack the window like a few millimeters on each side, just enough that it doesn't show, the cab doesn't steam up. Not really. So what am I doing today? Well, CatZero have asked me to try something for them. I've got a drone now, and what with me being like a super duper pilot and everything, can you fly around Preston Road estate? Because they're going to be producing a video to help with funding next year, and of course I'm going to do that. So I'm going to go over there now. Now, Preston Road is a local authority estate that was built in the 1920s to 1940s, the majority of the houses. It's fallen into disrepair, and there were plans to regenerate the area. And at the beginning of this decade, it hasn't happened. They moved everyone out. There are a few people still hanging on in there, because there's people who live there in this largely deserted, boarded up estate. There's hundreds of houses there, but some people live there. They bought their local authority houses under the right to buy scheme, and now they're living in a ghost town. I bought some E45 cream yesterday because my face feels like this. I expect it's spending a lot of time in a van that is just cold overnight. My body's warm, but my face is not. So I wake up seeing my breath, which is alarming. The skin of my hands is starting to crack and split, so I'll start looking after my skin a bit more. It's a grey, gloomy day. It's probably a perfect day for filming a deserted local authority housing estate, because the more bleak this place looks on video, the better. But they are going to redevelop this area. They've got to knock it all down and then build new local authority houses. But they're looking at moving people in towards the end of next decade. I bought myself a new coat as well. The zip's broken on one of my other coats. It wasn't very warm anyway, so I bought this one. It's TK Maxx. It's like an outdoorsy type jacket as well, and it's pretty warm. Well, there's the Freedom Centre. Okay. Well, I can see them now. And right in the middle of this, there is a primary school. Now, some of these houses were donated by the local authority, donated by the council for spray painting on like local graffiti artists. Well, I loved this as a kid. Bizarrely, this would be where I hang out with my graffiti friends. And these are new development around here. What I'll do is I'll find a place to park and just walk around with the camera. people are living in. And there's the school. Still a school that children go to. Traffic lights that don't work no more because there's no traffic to use the junction. It's just one house down there with people living in it. It's good though. Nice clean lines. Very good. Yeah, when I was a kid I would have been down here all the time. This was done back in the summer, and within days this one here had been painted over. I was just chucked buckets of white paint over it. Right, fair enough, these houses weren't fit to live in, but they've just boarded them up, they moved everyone out, and here they are. There's just not the money to develop it. There's a school behind me. One house there by itself, people living in it. I mean, your next door neighbour is just the ghost of the people that lived there before. That side of the road is boarded up. That side is all new houses. Just the occasional house, lived in house. It's crazy. Well, that was depressing. Miserable place. I'm gonna go look for some bargains at pound stretchers. I need something to cheer me up. Bargains.